Okay, I'm back with part two. I'm such a dork. I thought I was pausing and I was just going to continue, but that didn't work out. So I had to move, and I'm attached now to my charger so that I can continue. I really wanted to get this done because I'm having company this weekend, and I've still got a bazillion things to do that aren't going to get done. I I'm sure it looks like, what am I looking at? But I just want you to see. I have this beautiful window, and I'm on the second story. And the reason I picked out this apartment, I feel like I'm going on a tangent again, which I am, is because of the view. It's gorgeous. So that's, if I'm looking off, it's just the prettiness of that. I will, you know, get through this. Well, I'll get through this. Sorry, I'm rambling, and I don't like that, but I guess that's just, I don't know, I think that's just part of who I am. So, back to part two. Okay, so I had left off, and I was explaining that I've just felt this connection with all this, information. This is common sense things, but just things that I've studied over the years. I'm into nutrition and different supplements and what they do to the body, for the body, and that type of thing. But it's always been like informational. Sometimes I would apply it, or I would apply it short term. Try this for a couple weeks or so on and so forth. There are some things that, I've discovered that I've always done and will continue to do. But for the most part, I have a lot of interesting information in my brain, but I was not quite connecting the dots. So when I ran into this program and learned about it and researched it, I felt the dots were connecting. And I'm like, oh, this is just the bridge that I need to take me to the next level. So not only am I going to lose the weight, and I will, I there's no doubt in my mind, there's no question, the commitment's there, the way their system is set up, it's actually, there's literally a guarantee. There's a guarantee that if you don't lose 2 sizes in 6 weeks, I guess you get your money back. I'm not even worried about that, because I actually, I went on my consultation on Monday, but I want to explain my commitment level. I think I found out about this program last Wednesday. Immediately dove in, immediately made commitments to my diet. I didn't even wait until, the food program and all that. I studied their menu. You can order your food online, or they actually have a little carry out counter, pickup counter, but you pre-order everything. And so I just read through all the descriptions and everything, because whenever I found out about the program, I know there is a cost associated. As I explained in one of my earlier videos, I'm in the process of some restorative dental work, which is crazy expensive. It's just, I'm thinking about maybe going out of the country to be able to afford it. I mean, I do have a nice job, but I don't have just, it's very expensive. So on top of this dental work, I found out about this program. So I was talking to I don't know what, maybe she was in management, and I said, look, I'm really seriously interested. I'm ready to commit, but I've had this dental work, and I just, not ready to write this big check, right away, maybe next month or so. And so she said, okay, well, you can come in for the 2 weeks, 2-week trial. And then, that way you can make sure, with the machines and everything, all the weight machines, you like it, or, that it's going to work for you. And then after that, you'll get started. And then you'll officially sign up and start, commit to the financial side of it, and start ordering your food. So I'm okay with that. That's working out great. So that kind of gives me a 2-week advantage. Now, the reason that's good is, as soon as I knew, like, it's just crazy how instantly this resonated with me, and I knew this was the right program. I literally committed to this healthier, clean, what's called clean eating, where you're eliminating or not anything that's processed. I mean, I don't want to go on and on about nutrition. We could talk about that later. But I just wanted to express that my commitment level is so high that I literally started right away. Another crucial ingredient is water. The water intake is very, crucial. I think I mentioned this before. So, I started that. So I call it hydration therapy. That's what I call it. So I started my hydration therapy on Thursday. And so here it is, Wednesday? So almost a full week. Well, I didn't actually have my consultation with this program until Monday, just the other day. And the reason was, you schedule your appointment and everything. And so I was supposed to go into the consultation, and they're going to do all your measurements and tell you what your BMI is. And BMI is body mass index, which is your basically your fat to lean muscle ratio. So, and then they were going to show, start the routine, give you, kind of go through the circuit. It's circuit training. And circuit training just means it's very specific, and you go from one machine to the next machine in a certain order, and you do these reps and yada yada. So it's very precise. So, and you get coaching too. So, you kind of have a personal trainer, literally there for every step of the way until you're to the point where you're okay. Okay, I don't need you to, I know how to use this machine. I'm real comfortable with it. I'm good. Till you get to that point. So that's really great. And just the support and answering questions, they're there for everything. So Monday I go and I get my the consultation, and they do all the measurements. And that whole thing took about an hour. I didn't think it was going to take that long. So by the time they were finished, I had accidentally, I didn't mean to only be on 500 calories that day, but I was tired, I was hungry, I just wanted to be done. So I said, look, I'm too tired to even think about trying to work out. I'm not trying to bail or anything like that, but I listened to my body, and I'm just like, nope, I got to go home. So did that, and then scheduled my appointment to go back the next day, which was last night. So let me grab this little paper here. So I get my results, and I guess I can go ahead and tell you my weight because it doesn't really matter. I am 224 pounds, which is pretty much the heaviest that I've been. I may have been 228 at one point, but pretty much this weight, around 200, 220, 218, 220, in that range. That's just been my range for probably the last 10 years. I haven't been under 200 since, I would say probably 20 years. So I'm 5'4". So for my age, so it basically anybody over 50 that's 5'4", your ideal fat weight, the weight of fat that your body should consist of is 33.7 pounds. The weight of lean body muscle is 126 pounds. So they're saying the ideal body weight for someone in my age category at 5'4" is 160 pounds. Which I'll take that. I could be 160 pounds and I'd probably be thinking, oh, I'm a supermodel. I'll take it. And of course, you're losing the fat. I actually have 66 pounds of fat that need to get off my body, according to this chart. I think I said about 75 on another video. So in that range. In my other life, when I was younger, I was tiny. I was probably about 115, 118, size 5, 23-inch waist. And this was after having 3 kids. So I was just small. And I never dreamed at that time that I would let myself get to this point. But again, I'm not going to beat myself up over it because I'm just moving forward. So anyway, I have, so they do all my measurements. So literally, according to my measurements, I have 100 pounds of fat on my body. And 123 pounds of lean, a couple fractions in there. So there's coming out, my weight was 224. And then I'm, there's the goal to get to get this weight off. Now, this isn't going to happen in the 6 weeks, but I probably can lose, 15 pounds. There's no reason I wouldn't, because of the commitment level that I'm at and where I'm at, committing already to my food intake. So let's see what else. They did, okay, so for women in my age category, the acceptable body fat is 16 to 25%. So, okay, let's just say 15%. And so say my lean body mass was 150 pounds. Well, you want 15% of that to be, you want to add 15% of that, which would be your body fat. So that's going to be what, another 20, I'm not going to pull out the calculator, but say another 22 pounds on top of the 150. So that's 162. So just something like that, just to kind of give you the idea. So definitely you're supposed to have a fat. And older women, it is what it is. But 100 pounds, I'm wearing 100 pounds of fat. I'm wearing a fat suit. And I'm just reached that point where I'm like, you know what? I want to shed this fat suit. I'm tired of this outfit. I want a new look. So that's what I'm going for. So they did all my, sorry about that, measurements. Next, so everything was just huge, of course, but again, it is what it is. My body fat percentage is 44.8, and I need to get that down to like 15, 20, whatever they said, 20 something is probably okay. I'm just going to start this journey and see where it leads me. That's my plan. So I did the intake the next night, which was last night. I went and did the workout, and I thought it was going to be brutal. I was actually very intimidated about it, but actually it's fine. They use medical grade Nautilus equipment, the type that you would find in physical therapy, hospitals and stuff like that. So they're coaching you on every little thing. They coach you on form and how you put your arms in and how you put your legs in and what you do and how all of it. It's just they're going to stand there and help you out the whole time. So I won't say that it's a piece of cake. It is challenging, but it's also doable. And like today, I'm a little bit sore, but it's okay. It's 20 minutes of working muscles that I haven't worked in years, so I would expect to be sore, but it's not, I'm not in pain or anything like that. And because I do it twice a week, well, you get like a 3-day interval, then you go back and work out, and then you get a 4-day interval. So there's plenty of rest time in between. And then the whole point is the nutrition. I'm on 1,500 calories a day. That's what they say is, they did my resting, they call it resting metabolism rate. I might not be pronouncing that right. So basically, when I'm coming home and I'm being a couch potato, which sometimes I do have a tendency to do, because I love, being online or connecting on social media. I don't have YouTube videos. This is the first thing, but I love listening and watching to YouTube videos. So I have spent a ridiculous amount of time being a couch potato online, because it's fun, it's entertaining, it's relaxing sometimes. So anyway, they're saying doing absolutely nothing except sitting on my ass, let's just put it that way, my body burns 1,567 calories. So when they get your resting metabolic rate, that's what it is, they want to lower your calorie intake to below that, so you start burning fat just by taking in less calories than what your body normally needs, just sitting around doing nothing. So that's cool. And then there's a whole process to that, because for the first week I'll be on 1,500, then it goes to 1,400, and then it goes to 1,300, and then the fourth week it goes back up to I think it goes that way, 15. Anyway, they kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's cool. They told me about MyFitnessPal, which is an app that you can download onto your phone, and I think you can download it onto your computer as well. And it's amazing. It's so easy too. You can say, okay, Kroger 2% yogurt. You know how much, and you just type it in, and it'll give you all these selections so you can pick the exact one. Apparently, it has a huge database of all kinds of food products and even the different food management programs. You know, you can type in anything, then you select it, and you make sure you got the right size. So say it's like 1 cup of rolled oats, but then it gives you the option to, okay, well, how much of that did you eat? 1 serving is 1 cup. Well, I didn't eat 1 cup, I ate half a cup. So you can just go in there and you put 0.5 for your servings. So you do that with everything. You literally just plug in everything. It's really super easy. And then you even put your vitamins and all that in there, because now it's going to calculate all of the nutrients of everything that you've eaten all day long, and including all of your vitamins. It calculates all your major nutrients, the calories that you're consuming, the macros, and macros are going to be your carbs percentage to your protein percentage to your fat percentage. So I'm supposed to have basically my recommendations that I'm getting on a 1,500 calorie diet is about 50% carbs, and that's preferably complex carbs versus simple carbs. That could be a whole conversation right there, talking about what the difference is, what it does in your body, why one's better than the other, blah, blah, blah. So 50% complex carbs, 30% fat, good fats, and 20% protein. So because I have a very good understanding of nutrition, I'm a great cook. I'm a closet chef myself. I like, simple foods, simple ingredients, and I make fabulous foods, and quick and easy too. I'm all about, quick and easy. I don't even use recipes, and because I don't consume a lot of baked goods and all that kind of stuff, I don't have to worry about making that either. And luckily, it's not part of this diet. Even breads. On the breads, you forget that. You're not having breads, but you will have like tortilla wraps, the tortilla shells that you can make a wrap with. In fact, tonight my dinner is going to be a wonderful, thick, awesome hamburger patty. And instead of a bun, I didn't even know you could do this, but you can put it in a tortilla. Who knew? So I have the wheat tortilla and everything. I have everything in my FitnessPal, and I'm not quite at my 1,500 calories, but I put in everything I've had today, which I've had a lot of food, but because I go with nutrient dense food, and I'll probably end up having a conversation when I go back after a week of tracking my own food. Like, look, here's all the food I'm eating. Here's how nutrient dense it is, but I'm only reaching 1,300 calories instead of the 15. Now that's not a bad thing, but it's going to be a consideration for when I'm purchasing their food. Because it's, you're spending the money on it, and you don't want to buy stuff that you can't eat, or you're buying too much of something. So, I want to be cost effective about all that stuff too. I'm the one that chooses what goes on in my, say, my basket or whatever on your pickup. I choose that off of their menu. So I really want to be smart about it, and I want it to work for me as well. So I don't want to eat, order more 1,500 calories per day if I'm literally only needing the 1,300 and I'm doing great. So that'll be a conversation I'll have, with the consultant. So anyway, yeah, MyFitnessPal, it's anybody can use it, and it's a great way. It's eye-opening too. So you type in all your foods, and then there's a button, and you can click on your nutrition. So it'll show the nutrition. You click on another little button, not button, but whatever I guess it's a button, and it'll show you your macros, It'll show you your calories. So it's just really very, very beneficial for anybody that's into information and they get the math behind all of it. And you really see it in black and white. It's eye-opening. And the cool thing about the program or this little app is I can, because obviously I'm pre-planning my meals, so I already know what I'm having for breakfast and lunch tomorrow. I haven't quite figured out dinner yet, but we'll get there. So I can already start putting that in. So if I'm putting stuff in and then I see, oh wait, I'm way over my fat calories or percentages that I should be needing for that day, but I'm under the carbs, well, now I can go in and adjust. So that's what you're learning with this program. And with their food, it's the same thing. You're learning portion control. You're learning about the right foods to eat, the right portions of the right foods to eat. So it all just works together. So that with this particular weight training that they incorporate and the way they do it, it's just really, really fantastic. So, gosh, my video has now gone into 20 minutes. I didn't really mean for it to be that long, but I'm just excited. So I'm just going to, as things come up, I hope to keep posting. I'll do a video inside the gym, show what it looks like. It's actually very small. I think there might be 10 or 12 machines, and I thought, oh gosh, you got to do each one of these each time, but no, it's not even that. They have you on a circuit of 5 or 6 machines, and then they change it up the next week, and then so it's a lot of variety to it, and yeah, it's just really a good thing. So thank you for listening, and yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye.